so I opened up WoW when I got online. Logged into my shaman up on Dagger Spine. When this maxed out motherfucker tried to take what's mine, he said
I have the orb. I'm gonna start cracking some eggs. First wave's coming out. If one of the sides looks to be getting overwhelmed, we have a good amount of range. Just ranged, please keep your head on a swivel. If you see one side's got more than a couple mobs over there, just like shift over and start plinking away at them. Try to remain vigilant. Orb is going to drop soon. I will try to pick it up. I'll call out if it doesn't work.
Okay, dope.
I got it. I'm going to try to pick it up again. Got it. Gonna try to pick it up one more time. We got it. All right, Tat, go ahead and move into position. Just give me a plus in chat when you're ready for me to drop it. Dropping it now. Tat's got it. We're ready to start second phase. If you are ranged, you're going to want to come and run over to Diamond, which is on the near side. Once the boss has been positioned, we can move up a little bit. I usually wait for the first volley just to be sure they got it. There's a first volley.
Warriors under.
Barrington, try to stand to the side of the boss if you can, so you both don't get hit by the conflict. There we go. All right. Do not go past Diamond. Do not go past Diamond. All right. If you have any, are we getting reses out on our dead over there? See a lot of people that can resurrect not doing anything right now. Remember to build good raid habits. As soon as you get out of combat, no matter if it's trash or a boss, if you has a resurrection button, get the dead people up. Thank you. All right. If you have a movement speed enhancing ability, be that a sprint, be that an aspect, whenever this pull timer finishes, you're going to run ahead and grab the goblins that are in this room because we're going to try to loot them. Once this timer hits 0, if you got some speed boost, get in there and shoot some goblins.
Jones wants to know if we need a healer.
Not really, but if he wants to come in shadow, he can. All right, goblins are dead. Do not touch the dragon in the center, please. I'm going to go over an explanation of this fight. Also, please pay attention to loot if you're being asked to roll, that good stuff. So, this boss, Veilstraws, is mostly a tank boss. The most thing that the DPS do is just hold back a little bit at the start so they don't pull threat. If you have a greater fire resistance potion, I just linked in raid chat. This is a good fight to pop one on, helps mitigate a little bit of damage. If you are a paladin, you will want to throw on concentration aura for your group. If you have casters, it'll help them make sure they get their casts off. I'll move one of the paladins into this caster group over here for the time being. I'm also going to spread priests out a bit so that they can do some AoE healing. Help out with that.
Can I add one little thing?
Yep, I'm still working on. I'm just doing the groups at the same time.
Hunters, dismiss your pets. They can be targeted by burning adrenaline, and they'll blow up the raid.
Yep. Throughout the fight, individuals will get burning adrenaline. I will be calling your name out if you get it. If you get it, you immediately need to run to where Diamond is. You see the goblin jumping with a diamond over the head. You need to run back behind this pillar and die. If you don't die over there, you're going to blow up the raid, and we don't want that. So if you get burning adrenaline, you hear your name called out, or even if you get it and you don't hear your name called out, get over there and don't get anyone else killed. Other than that, you have infinite resources on this fight, so max rank spells, go crazy, pop everything you can. If you get burning adrenaline, you do get all your spells instant cast. So if a caster gets it, you can do instant cast Shadow Bolts, instant cast Frost Bolts, all that good stuff. Just do not pull aggro off the tank. Bubble will not save you from burning adrenaline. It will kill you. If you get burning adrenaline, sorry, but you are dead.
So can you explain the fight, like minute 1, minute 2, minute 3?
It's not going to be a minute. The fight is not even going to last a minute. As soon as we pull, the tank's going to get a little bit of threat, which is Tat. You're going to start pumping the boss. After about 30 seconds into the fight, the tank Tat will get a debuff on them that is going to kill them, in which case the second person on threat is going to need to be ready to move in front of the boss so that the boss does not breathe on us or tail swipe the raid. If you have threat, be ready to move into the tank position. If you are melee, make sure that you are standing back about here. You want to be at max melee range and don't list over towards Tat. Do not be near the tank because the cleave will chain through the raid, and it's very easy to get everyone killed with that. As long as everyone does that, ideally, we do enough DPS that the boss dies before Tat dies, or at least before we need a second tank. But if Tat does get that tank burn, the burning adrenaline on him, just please be watching your threat meter and be sure that you are running into the tank area before Tat dies. Yeah, stay below Barrington on threat.
Did I miss those?
Say that again?
Tap healers. Did we assign those already?
We have not. I can just have you. You can probably do enough alone, but I'll put you and Chiboko on him. Chiboko and Kareni focus on healing Tat, please. And if Tat dies, focus on healing Barrington, who should be the next tank. Any questions? Everyone know where they need to go if you get burning adrenaline? I'm going to remove the diamond from my head so people don't get confused. All right, I'm not seeing any questions, so we can go ahead and Tat if you want a sippy, and we can get started.
Okay, you want me to start it?
Yep, go for it.
Alright, melee stay max range, no totems up here. Yeah, you just don't want them to chain towards me.
Yep.
It'll chain to the melee, everyone will die.
Remember, give the tank just a second to hit the boss before you start going ham. Bakona, you got burning adrenaline. It looks like Bakona got it twice somehow. That's interesting. Practice girl, you got burning adrenaline. Tank burns coming up. Chiboko, you got burning adrenaline. Once the boss is dead, please do not go near Tat. Tat is going to explode. Do not go near Tat. Wait for Tat to explode. All right, go get everyone resurrected. I ran over like I have a res button on this character. go get everyone resurrected. Once everyone has been rezzed, please start throwing out buffs. You have infinite mana right now for the next minute and a half.
How are hardcore supposed to do this boss?
They'd probably.
They zone out.
Oh yeah, you
Zone
can
out
instant
here.
Hearthstone out.
For the tank? You just
Yeah.
hearts out and you don't die?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Because we're short on druids tonight, I'm gonna have Maddie Natty tank one of these instead of Barrington because we need a couple sleeps. I'm gonna try to get them marked up while loot's going out.
What? Did nobody else notice that perfect 420?
All right. Who's going to be my hunter kite?
They'll do it.
You are going to be kiting circle, of course. My druids, I will have Barrington on moon, and then I'll have Nigpy on target to make sure it's the right one on star. As for tanks, we'll have Tat on skull, Practice Girl on X, Maddie Natty on square, and Cedri on triangle. Please make sure we're getting buffs out, especially on the tanks here. You had a minute and a half of no mana cost buffs. Should have gotten them out then, because now we gotta wait for people to mana up again.
I'm sorry, can we get an explanation for this next part, please?
We're going to kill the mobs as they come out. Skull, X, square, triangle. The druids are going to be up there sleeping the wormkin the wormkin to prevent them from AoEing us, and a hunter is going to be kiting the captain around until we're ready for them to drop it because it dispels and is obnoxious to fight while we're fighting these. Once we're done with all those mobs, we're going to kill the captain, and we'll be Gucci.
No AoE.
Yes, please. Well, it shouldn't matter, but yes, no AoE, just in case one of the mobs gets in the group that's CC'd. Yes, Cedri, you on triangle. Please don't start DPSing the mobs until they get out here. You got to make sure to get them all the way out here so the druids are unimpeded with their sleeps. But other than that, I think we've got everyone in position. If you're a tank, please just move up to around where Tat is so he knows that you're ready. And then once all your tanks and druids are in position, Tat, we can do a pull timer and start getting these packs done. Yes, Edger, I'm mostly putting you on this because on some of these like auxiliary pulls because I figure some practice would be good. Since I'm expecting a slightly slower raid anyway, might as well get some people some additional experience. All right, chat, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll do a timer.
Sedri's down. If we can get another warrior, any warrior LNL maybe, to pick up triangle, please. Cat could probably hold it, but just for the sake of keeping things under control. Yep. All right, if one of our tanks that doesn't have a target right now wants to go up and pull, get ready to pull one of the sleeping ones. DPS, just move up the stairs slightly and kill this one that's right here. Kill Moon, please. Continue spamming sleeps on it.
I lost the captain.
Okay, that's okay. One of the tanks, just be ready to pick up the captain. Let's get the captain before we get the sleeper. All right, everyone up the ramp and into the room. We're going to kill the star. All right, let's get Sedri back up, get him some buffs while I remark this pack. We're going to have everyone on the same marks that they were prior. All right, all the targets are marked. Once Sedri's got their buffs and all our required individuals are in position, we can do this. We're just going to fight these up here. And once everyone looks good, Tat, you can do a pull timer. After we kill Triangle, we'll move on to Moon.
Oh.
Go ahead and let the captain come back if a tank wants to start getting in position. After Moon's dead, kill Star.
Captain's on its way back.
Thank you. See Practice Girl's in position. Be ready to heal Practice Girl a bit. And turn and kill the captain. There is some trash loot, so once we're done killing this captain, we're going to start moving up. Just pay attention if that's an item that you're interested in. And I will start talking about the suppression room. Good job on that pull. All right, the suppression room. This is a very slow and monotonous room, but with a little bit of perseverance and care, we will get through it as we always do. The things to note here, the Death Talon Hatchers, they do a pulsing stacking debuff on people who are nearby to them. So if you're ranged, be sure you're out of range of that. If you're melee, just watch your stacks. Usually they die before it really matters, but just don't get too high on that. Rogues, that pulse can knock you out of stealth, which you want to not be knocked out of stealth. You want to be in stealth basically the whole time here, getting these traps disarmed for us so we aren't suppressed. Kat, you can start pulling while I'm talking about these.
All right. I think we'll be good with one here. Yeah.
Yeah. If you are melee and on the Death Talon Hatchers, you need to stand at maximum melee
Come
range.
out of here.
Or that happens. I mean, that was a little bit of threat, but that's okay. But you want to stand at max melee range or else you will get flame struck, and it hurts a lot. Dying in this room is very bad for everyone because it is extremely hard to resurrect people. If you're hurt, if you're taking a lot of damage, move back to the caster group where you're not going to be taking as much. Practice Girl is going to be handling the ads for us. Do not kill the whelps until the taskmasters or the other mobs are done. When we kill orcs, the order will always be the same. It will be triangle, moon, square. I'm going to have Waldy, polymorph moon, and Smidgen polymorph square. It's probably a bit too late for this pack, but that's okay. Triangle first.
Holy
Just
shit, we're just increasing
It means-
fucking everything
Don't-
right now.
Don't AoE when we sheep, please.
Well, this was fine. They pulled a little bit early, so it was
Yeah.
going to get cut in the AoE. But in the future, yes, please do not AoE when there are taskmasters around. It's hard to help for that one.
You guys just went like 100%, 150% in like 60 seconds. Like, can we? What's going on?
I think you're lagging a bit.
We're farming. Don't AoE anything. We're gonna sheep some of the orcs. The kill order is triangle, moon, square.
Thank you.
Can I get a hunter that can just kind of be up with Cat to pull things when they look good? We're going to pull this last hatcher here, and then we're going to move up to the first cubby. If we ever get a second hatcher, Barrington, you can be the one to grab it. Just grab it and take it a few steps away from the first one. But your number one priority here is to avoid taking damage and certainly avoid dying. Let's go ahead and move up to this cubby. Try to grab this hatcher if we can. Nope, let's get orcs next. Go ahead and pull orcs. Remember, do not AoE, do not accidentally break the sheep.
You gotta get the sheeps out before they get in the group. It's gonna be impossible.
Yeah, it's hard with some of these pulls. So moon next. Oh, looks like square's already in the group. Just do square. It's fine. Moon's on its way in. That's all right. Let's go ahead and pull the hatcher. The tank wants to intercept that hatcher for us. We got a second one. Barrington, grab that one. Just take it a few steps away. Range, remember, be far enough away you're not getting that stacking debuff. Melee, be at max melee range. Don't stand where the tank is standing or you'll get flame struck. On to the next hatcher. Barrington, you might have been LOSing healers there.
This explanation is fucking hilarious. Like,
What is not clear?
it's all clear. It's just like I feel like we'll get through it. You don't have to explain it to us. We'll get through it. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like I don't have to explain it because a lot of us have done this, but people are asking. We have a lot of new people, so I might as well talk about it.
Yeah, you might as well. Please do.
All right, go ahead and pull the hatcher for me. All right, we're gonna head on up to the staircase. Once we clear the whelps out here, it's a good time to get a little bit of mana back. I'm gonna try to get some marks out on the taskmasters that are coming up there, as well as the dragon. Taskmasters are right there.
Shamans, recall your totems.
All right, where's our Hatcher up here? Hatcher's coming up if you want to grab it, one of our hunters. Rogue, just try your best to keep these traps down for us. Thank you. We're going to wait here for the taskmasters to loop back around, and then we can grab them once they're in range. Remember, we don't need to be AoEing whelps until the main mobs are dead here. If we can try to get a res out while we're waiting. All right, we got the res out. Go ahead and pull, get those sheeps out.
Ooh, they hurt.
They sure do. Y'all are doing great, though.
Sorry, practice girl. I'm not used to paladins.
Yeah, practice has got this down pat. They're a pro.
I see a mana bar. I feel like I need to taunt.
All right, let's move up. Everyone up to this next corner. We're going to pull one or two of the packs over here before we move into our next little cubby. Barrington's butt in my way, so I can't see the mobs.
That's harassment.
Someone wants to go ahead and pull Skull. And I'm going to throw another Skull up if someone wants to try to snag it real quick. It's in a good position before it turns around. If it turns around, forget it. Good, good. Remember range, stay back a little bit, make sure you don't get that stack. Once Skull's dead, we can move up into the cubby. Once again, pretty good spot to grab some mana. We're going to wait for these orcs to circle around, and if someone wants to grab them, if we look clear of dragons. Very good. It's true. Smidgen will turn the raid around. I've seen her do it.
Yep, I will.
And then we have to go the other way through the suppression room. Oh.
Yes. Sideway.
She won't even let us, like, jump off the ledge. We have to walk all the way, the long way.
Role play walk.
Yep. Someone wants to pull that dragon. I'll throw an X on the other one just in case we get a dub.
Drink if you can.
All right, let's go ahead and scoot up into the next cubby here. Remember, ranged at the back of the cubby. Melee, you can kind of hang around tat. Let's get a pull on X. Yep, pick up your totems. Thank you, Droken. All right, now whenever this last one gets in range here, we just want to get it pulled back here. We'll get them all cleared out before we take the next cubby. All right, while we're killing this one, we're going to have a little bit of intermission where people can buff and get mana and all that nice stuff in the next cubby. Make sure when you move in the next cubby that you are jammed against that wall. We don't want anyone poking out. We're going to get to the far corner and stay there. Clear out whelps to let people get mana. Then once everything looks good, let's go ahead and move up while we're killing these whelps. Then once everything looks good on the mana front, we're going to engage Broodlord Lair. Couple things to be aware of for this boss. If you're melee, he does a blast wave ability. It does a substantial amount of damage. Please try to keep yourself healed. Healers, of course, will do their best, but you can look out for yourself as well. He'll do a mortal strike on the tank, which once that happens, Vakona, if you could throw a power word shield on the tank to try to help mitigate some of that damage, that would be swell. He also does a knock-up that hits the main person tanking him. It will be a slight threat drop, so someone else might start tanking, most likely Barrington. Just make sure if you are DPSing, you are underneath both Tat and Barrington. I'm going to put a diamond on Snosa. Range, you're going to follow the diamond. Once we get in our positions, we're going to kill the whelps, and then we can start DPSing the boss. All in all, pretty simple, and I will give further instructions once we are engaged in the boss. Can we get a new fort out on Paladin on some of these groups, it looks like? Let's make sure we have some fresh buffs going in here, even though it's not a long fight. Yep, just sit around. Yep, Ellen, I'll remind people when we get close to killing the boss. I find that if I mention it before we pull the boss, people zug brain and forget.
I recommend bullet point, like, oh, range, do this. Melee, do this. Tank, do this. Okay, let's go.
Well, we gotta get buffs out anyway, and some people like to know why they're doing a specific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've raid led like this for, over a year and a half now. It seems to work pretty well.
My bad.
No, you're okay. It's a learning experience.
All right, once mana looks good, we can get a pull timer. Rogues, you're doing a great job keeping those traps down. All right, everything's getting in position. Ranged, remember, follow the diamond. Let's get to our position over here. Let's kill these whelps before we start DPSing the boss. Just throw some, gentle AoEs out on them.
Did you say dental?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they could probably use it. They are dragons. But gentle as well. Still got some whelps over here. Try to finish those off for us.
Hold gentle like burb.
Yep. Get all the way up against this wall. Once the boss dies, there's a couple very important things. First of all, do not run directly in front of this gate. You may pull mobs if you do that, and we're not ready for it. Secondly, do not loot the boss. There is a quest item there that only one person can loot, and it cannot be master looted, so do not loot the boss. Great work, everyone. Go ahead and start heading back through this room and clearing out this area for us. If you are on the Only One May Rise quest, go ahead and roll for me now. I'm going to put up a 15-second pull timer. Karenni has linked the loot, so you know if you're interested in anything there. All right. I do know that we had some issues with this quest last week. It looks like Ubitsia has the highest roll. Ubitsia, if you want to check the boss for me and see if you can see the head, just let me know if you can or not. You can see it? Okay, awesome. Go ahead and loot it then. Congrats Ubitsia on that. Congrats Elenel on the big Maladeth. Very cool. Rint, if you haven't already, if you want to start respecking for lab packs. I can't remember. Have you done lab packs before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, awesome. I won't bother you with an explanation then.
I will help out too.
Awesome. For the rest of us, Rint is going to pull the goblins. We want to make sure that we're out of their path or else you will get exploded. A couple mechanics on this trash. The warlocks will drop rains of fire that hurt, so make sure you're not standing in there. Yes, Pat, Rint is moldy. We're going to kill those warlocks first, followed by the Draconid. Well, there's no Draconid in this pack, but in the future, the Draconid. But just make sure if you are in the way as these are being pulled, you will get bombed, so stay out of the way of these goblins. If you're ranged, you can help AoE them down, but just do so at a range. Don't like run in Hellfire or like try to run in an Arcane Explosion or anything like that. All right, looks like loot's going well. If y'all want to get ready to start pulling, we can go ahead and get these packs moving. Let's see, Chiboko, you've done this before. Can you follow Waldy around and dispel the poisons and potentially polymorph off them if it happens in the future? Thank you. Yeah, anytime we do one of these pulls for this raid, if you just want to follow them and do that, that'd be great. Sounds good, Cedric. All right, looks like Waldy's in position and ready to go. I've got Skull and X marked for the rest of us, and you should be good when ready. Rogues, you can kick these Shadow Bolt volleys. It does help mitigate some of the damage a good bit. Advise doing so if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right, so that's our easiest pack here. Let me go mark up the next one.
Can the goblins be slowed?
I don't believe so. I've never actually tried, because the idea is to get them out of there as fast as possible.
Yeah, they sort of just stand there and chuck grenades.
Yeah. Okay, Practice, you want to grab a Warlock? You can do that. All right, I will have... which of our hunters wants to kite a Spellbinder? I guess this one can be tanked, but might as well get some kiting practice.
I'll take it on sniping, why not?
Okay, sure. So for this pack, we're going to have Warlocks and Technicians like we did before, so make sure you're not in the way of those Technicians. We're also going to have a Spellbinder, which is completely immune to magic damage, and a Chromatic Dragon, a Death Talon Overseer, that is vulnerable to one type of magic damage. What we're going to do is similar to before. We're going to kite the mobs. We're going to kill the Warlocks. Then once the Warlocks are both dead, melee, you will go to the Spellbinder, and range, you will go on to the Overseer. And if you figure out what its weakness is, let people know. Welcome back, Cedric. All right, but that's all. We're good here. We're going to pull him back into this room again. Waldy, I'm going to give you, or actually, Karini, can you give Waldy assist so in the future they can do pull timers for the text just to make it easier for people? Remember, get out of those rain of fires, even if the tank is standing in it. Make sure the DPS get out.
Ooh, I didn't realize we were that close to the goblins.
It is Shadow Week. Melee getting the Spellbinder down. Once the Spellbinder's down, please get reses out and start rebuffing, because the next pull is going to be Firemaw, the boss. So, Firemaw, Pat is going to be main tanking it. Barrington, are you aware of how to taunt swap the wing buffets? Okay, once is good. So you're going to be doing that as backup in case something bad happens to Barrington or it just doesn't go correctly. Practice Girl, I'll just have you kind of on standby to help out with that in case something goes wrong. Firemaw, the main mechanic for them is that they have a stacking debuff that goes out. You don't want that debuff to get over 5 on you. Once it gets 5, you're going to want to line of sight the boss. Put a mark on my head so y'all can see. If you are ranged, you are going to stand basically up against this wall to line of sight the boss. And if you are melee, you are going to stand behind this little pillar to line of sight the boss. Once your stacks fall off, you can start DPSing again and rinse and repeat. Most of the mechanics on this fight are up to the tanks. Firemaw will do a wing buffet that will drop some threat. So one of our tanks is going to try to taunt the boss so they get hit by it, and our main tank doesn't lose their threat in the process. Tanks, make sure you have your Onyxia cloaks here, because there is a Shadow Flame. We don't want you getting hit by that and dying. And outside of that, the only thing to keep in mind as DPS is if you have like a good Firemaw set with a lot of fire resistance, this is a great place to wear it. More fire resistance means more uptime. I'm going to take my diamond off. Can we have Ketchup and Shooketh? Can both of you stand where the melee stand and help heal them? Do you know where that is? Once the boss is pulled and positioned, you are going to go around the corner into this cubby if you want to come around right now and see. Cool. Yep, around the corner into that cubby. And you're just going to help keep the melee alive. All right, any questions before we get pulling? Looks like we're still waiting on some buffs to go out. We'll give those a couple minutes. If we can have a hunter, looks like we already got a pet pull up there. Let's go ahead and pull Firemaw on the next go around. Please try to get those buffs out, Paladins, if you can. Remember on this fight, if you're taking stacks, taking damage, use your own health consumes to try to keep yourself up. The healers are pretty busy in this one, so make their life a little bit easier. You can very easily bandage while you're out of line of sight. Healers, have y'all already done a line of sight check for Cat's tanking position? Kathy, you're a responsible one. I'm gonna put a star on your head. Sorry for the pressure. All right, we're gonna pull the boss whenever it gets a little bit closer here, and we'll kill a dragon. Maybe not. Go Rain, you didn't send your pet in. It's too late now. It's fine. We'll get him on the next go around. Unless he like wises up and doesn't come back. I don't want to speak bad about the dragon, but like if it was me, I would just wait until the group pulls a pack of mobs and then go get them.
Couldn't resist.
All right, the boss is coming back. We're gonna get him this time for sure. All right, Michael.
Dang. Michael got jacked up.
Yep. Remember, line of sight at 5 stacks. Heal yourself up. Slow and steady wins the race. Barrington's down. Practice, you're going to be taunting for us. If practice goes down, Maddie Natty, you're going to be next.
Sounds good.
Watch threat. I think I ate that one. Perfect.
Great work, everyone. That was very clean for the amount of new faces we have. So I'm very impressed with y'all. And we got a redo. Wowza.
Wow.
All right.
Excellent.
Well, pay attention to loot because I think some people might be interested in some of that. And I'll start getting stuff marked up. Alrighty, make sure you're paying attention to loot here. I'm going to throw the tanks out. Tat, you're going to be on triangle. I'm going to have Barrington on skull, Practice on square, and Sedri, once they're alive and buffed, on X. Can we get a res on Sedri from an alliance? Rats Makona? Sedri, where's your body?
Can't find it. Fedri, where are you?
Sedri, help us out here. Marco. All right, well, we might just have to wait for Sedri to walk in and then summon him. Oh, someone got him. He got squished by the dragon, I see.
Why is Cedric deafened?
That's a great question. I don't know. I didn't do it.
He must have got too many stacks.
Nice. All right, Vicona, if anyone dies in this raid from here on out, it's your fault.
Is this the one where we have to kick them out and then re-invite them in the guild to break the curse?
No, this isn't one of those. We've had good streaks on Rejuve ever since we had our drought.
Oh god, we have both the people that do logs in one group.
Oh no. We should have prepared for that. Yeah, so Tat's on triangle, Barrington's on skull, Practice is on square, and Sedri is offline. You know what? While Sedri's working his way back, LNL just tank X for me for now. I think Sedri DC'd, so they probably lost the res. That's fine. We'll just wait for him to get back in. Alright, y'all are good to pull them whenever. Be mindful, try to let people know what the weakness is. Don't pull threat off the tank. And don't run into the mobs on our left over there, please. Try to separate them out just a tiny bit so you don't get multi-cleaved.
I can't tell what skull is.
It's dead is what it is.
X is arcane.
Woo!
So you guys got a Rejuve gem again?
Yep.
Oh my god.
We're professionals, some would say.
Squares, frost.
Triangles, shadow.
Yippee.
Tank, are you just listening and not actually in the raid?
Says Mirag, who's doing the same.
All right, let me get this group marked up over here. Triangle's gonna be our hunter kite for this. Alrighty. Waldy, you do have assist now, so when you're ready to do a pull timer, just get all your other tanks up there and all that good stuff.
How do I use the pull timer?
Just do /pull space and then a number, whatever you, how many seconds you want.
Alright, got it.
Chimoko, just make sure to go with Waldy. They're going to take them back to that empty room over there while we kill these in this room.
Okay.
Kona did, Maddie.
Triangle's getting kited, right?
Triangle's getting kited. Yep.
Technicians are
They
loose.
broke.
All right, if we can get someone to try to pick them up, they're on Kathy. Try to get those techs down pretty quick. I know it's going to be chaotic.
It's like practice got him good.
Yep. Good recovery, y'all. You can drop the Spellbinder. Melee, go get the Spellbinder. Range, you can fight the Overseer.
Spellbinder's
Shadow.
in the room.
All right, once the Spellbinder is dead, Melee, go get it. Physical damage dealer. We'll get everyone rezzed. And while we're waiting on that, I'm going to start marking the next pack. Ooh, Doom's Edge. Same marks as before. Once everyone's looking good on the mana, we can go ahead and get these. Waldy, from this point, it's just kind of wherever you want to bring them. If you want to keep them in like this larger section of the room, that's cool. If you want to keep bringing them back over, that's cool too.
Yeah, I'll try not to pull them too far.
Sounds good. All right, mana is looking pretty good. If everyone wants to get up into their position, if you are not tanking a mob or kiting a mob, be sure you are close to the right-hand wall. You don't want to get bombed by the techs.
Are we good to pull?
Yep, we are good to pull. Pull a little early, but that's okay. Just be careful on the healing aggro from the techs.
Just park them where you want to. Oh, that was lag.
Spellbinder come back. Can we get a tank to grab it for us?
Yep.
I got Paul.
No worries, it happens.
Think he's a loose.
Waldy's dead.
Try to get AoE out on him.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
All right, maybe we'll mark the next pack while the Spellbinder dies. Once again, reses. What got you there, Waldy?
I got polyed and I got killed by the grenades.
Yep, that happens. Yeah, it shouldn't happen very often. It's just kind of if the Spellbinder decides to say fuck you. Chiboko, if you want to be like super safe about it, just spam your dispel button. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get it off fast enough because the grenades are already going. Yeah, just do your best. It happens sometimes. All right, so for this one, in the the DPS, make sure you're in this corner over here, way in the corner of this stairwell. You don't want to be in the middle of the room because the techs are going to be going through there. There is a hunter kite for this one, of course. Waldy, I marked the worm guard that patrols from this other pack. So it's marked with moon. Just make sure that whenever you go to pull, it's not coming up on your butt.
Got it.
But other than that, mana looks good. People are up. So we can pull when you are ready. DPS, just make sure you let the techs get all the way back and the tanks position their ads before you start going too crazy.
They are loose.
Techs are loose. Someone want to grab that off practice for her? She can help us get these back. Looks like we may have gotten them back. You can drop the Spellbinder if you haven't already. We just need a tank to run down and pick it up. Oh, there's no more ads, so we got plenty of tanks. Have fun, melee. And hunters. Gonna get the next group marked up. We do need 2 hunters to kite this time. If I can have a second hunter volunteer.
Yeah, I could do it. Sweet William.
Awesome. You will be on Diamond.
Diamond? Perfect. And I'm just taking aggro, running all the way out?
Yep, you're running like all the way back where we came in that last room and just kind of kiting them in a circle as much as you can. And then when you drop them, if you drop them early or whatever, just like make sure you say something so we can have someone grab them. But other than that, hopefully we'll have the ads down pretty quick here.
Sounds good.
Ideally, what you want to do is wait for the mage's pyroblast to go off so that it hits first, and then you can have like an aim shot lined up, which can kind of help with the pull timer and stuff.
Okay.
So just try to coordinate that, and then once again, DPS, we're all going to be in the corner back here, so we're not in the way of the spellbinders or the tech backs. Once both of the spellbinders are in good positions and Waldy can get a line on the text, we can go ahead and pull. Looks like Cedri is DCing like crazy, so I'm going to give Budbon the Wind Fury spot. Sorry, Cedri.
Or should I wait?
No, you can go. It's just trash. Cedri's having internet issues anyway, so I'm not sure if they're going to be.
I'm not Budbon.
Oh, did I move? Oh, I moved you into 1-2 because I moved Cedri out.
Oh, okay.
You got 1-2.
Oh, I put poison on my weapons. The struggle is real now.
They need the cleaning cloth in the game.
Diamond got hit by AoE.
Oh, great.
Can we get a tank on Diamond for us?
I got Diamond again.
Okay, cool. Oh, it's going back again.
I got Polly.
It's fine. Just throw a tank on Diamond. Melee, kill Diamond.
Technician are out.
Someone grab the tech. Range, deal with the text. Melee, deal with the spellbinder.
You can feign snipe. Oh, I got sheep. It's going for ketchup.
All right, melee, go kill that our spellbinder down the ramp. Ranged on the overseer. Shadow. It happens. Like I said, we got a lot of new people here. We got a lot of people who don't normally do this with us, even if they've done it before in the past. Like it's, people gotta start somewhere. So it's no big deal. And they're not the cleanest tech packs I've ever seen. They're also not the worst ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, I messed that one up. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, it's fine. We didn't wipe. We're still making good time. I'm not complaining. I'm going to go ahead and work on getting the groups marked. All right, next pack is marked. Since we had so many people die here, let's go ahead and just get like a round of buffs out on everyone. I'm sure that with some of the random AoE and stuff out there, people would appreciate some fort and some marks and some kings. The fireworks outside are scaring my cat. She's okay. She's just dramatic.
Our cats get spooked too, and I live near a fire station, so we have that to contend with around the 4th as well.
I mean, in this case, Fig, I am sure they're fireworks because I can see them, but if I could not see them, I would be concerned.
I live near a pretty big baseball stadium, and they set off fireworks that sound like cannons.
Waldy, are you gonna do these up here? Or are you gonna take them down? I know Chill likes to take them down. Okay, cool. In that case, everyone back in the hole. Act like you like each other. I'm gonna, go ahead and do that. Emmy, we'll summon you after this trash pack.
I'm Bali. I'm Shiboko. I'm Bali.
Can we get our paladin to go with Waldy down there? Get Chiboko unpolyed. Spellbinders are kind of stuck in here if we just want to get some tanks to pick those up and get them off to the side. Mostly just get them split. Split the spellbinders up. Melee, go on diamond first, please. Casters, you can go on square. Watch out for the diamonds flame strike. Once diamond is down, you can go on moon. All right. Got one more trash pack to go. Waldy, you can go ahead and respec back to your normal spec. No more tech packs. All right. Cat Skull, Barrington X, Practice Square. Y'all are going to grab these mobs and spread them out a little bit so that they aren't stomping everyone around them. DPS, you're going to chill out on them till we figure out what they're doing. If there is a tank that is being made to spin, please say something, be that in voice or chat, so we know to leave that one alone. We'll find the weaknesses, we'll kill the mobs. Make sure not to overthreat the tanks. If you're a melee or going into melee range for any reason, please pop a free action potion if you have it. It will save your butt. And while you're DPSing the mobs, please don't stand in between two of them. That's a good way to die. Get a summon on. Emma still here? Make sure not to start DPS until the tanks get the mobs in position. If you're not one of the tanks, you might want to back up with the group back here, because they're going to pull them a good distance towards us so that they don't risk pulling the boss. But once all the tanks are ready, we've got everyone here. Let's go ahead and get a pull timer and get these mobs.
Oh, maybe wait.
Yeah,
You guys got
wait.
in range.
Yeah, wait on it. We got the boss coming.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Nope, all good.
Yeah, ignore that pull timer.
We'll do it whenever the boss leaves. DPS, since I know y'all need something to do at all times, kill Moon. That's the first thing you should kill.
I'm not falling for that again.
Okay, you don't have to. You can. I mean, if you're like me, I'm just gonna sit and wait till I know the mobs are in position.
Absolutely.
This is for the less patient among us. Yep, pull them back, pull them back. Get them back. We got a couple dead people. They were up too close. X is fire. Skull is nature. Square is something I don't have. Time to scare Barrington by spamming Searing Pain.
Square's Frost.
Thank you. I didn't notice that, Kathy, but good eye. Alrighty. Let's all stay back here, make sure everyone's got the buffs they need, and gets their mana, gets your consumables, whatever you want to pop. Fire Maw, or Ebon Rock, sorry, we just did Fire Maw. Ebon Rock is very much a tank fight. We're going to have Practice, Barrington, and Tat standing in that corner over there, in the far corner. They're going to be taunting the boss whenever they get cursed. Barrington and Practice, I know Practice has done it. Barrington, did you do this with us before? Okay, cool. Yeah, all you have to do is whenever one of the tanks gets the curse, probably Tat, just taunt off of him until it falls off, basically. Very, very easy.
And move to the main tank spot.
Yep, move to the main tank spot.
So
Make sure you have
stand
your
up to the
Onyxia
left.
cloaks on as well.
Stand here when you're not tanking, and when you see whoever's tanking gets the buff, you taunt and move here.
Yep.
And it's more of a rotation. So
Yep.
Tat,
So-
Barrington, Practice.
Yep, y'all just get that, and that's pretty much the fight. Be careful. Don't move up. You're going to pull the boss. If you're moving up and not hidden, get back, everyone. Move back. We might pull the boss here. So, yep, there it is. If you pulled the boss, you are gravely out of position. We don't want to ass pull like that.
See that debuff? Taunt off me. And get in my spot. Yeah, we switch. Now practice will taunt when Barrington gets it. Maybe resist, so I'll taunt. And then Barrington, you're up. Nope.
Do we have a trank rotation for Flame Gore? Do you need me to set that up?
We do not. I was going to ask you to set one up for us.
All right.
Thank you.
Good job, tanks.
Great job, everyone. All right. The next boss is very similar to this one. The primary difference is really just for hunters. Hunters are going to have a trank rotation that Coil Spring is working on. Whenever the boss gets big and starts blasting fire, you're going to trank it. The hunter's going to say they tranked it. You see it there. It's Coil, Gilrain, Sniping. And then if none of them got it, Amne and Sweet, you're both good to shoot whenever. That's basically the fight. They're going to hit the trank rotation, and we're going to kill the boss. Not really much to this one. Ooh, I got gloves.
Congrats.
Thank you. And now I have to get them enchanted. I have no excuse.
You have those in 2 tunes now?
I do.
Nice.
I'm a shadow gamer. Not to be confused with the shadow government. Once a loot's done, we will have a hunter pet pull if someone wants to volunteer their cat. Michael here for redemption.
Oh, Cedric.
Oh, Cedric's back. All right, Karenni is now out of harm's way. We can go ahead and Gilrain, just do like a 5-second pull, or just like let us know when you're sending your pet in. We don't need a pull timer for this. Awesome. Here it comes. Oh, live, Michael, live! Yes.
Trank.
Yo, just stand off to the side. Don't move on this one. Only taunt 2 seconds before wing buff it, and that's it. Because if you move here, you're gonna get us both wing buffeted.
Good job, everyone. We can go ahead and move up. Got some pretty tasty mage gloves there. And a good ring as well. I'll get these marked up. Same deal as the last pack like this that we did. Congrats, Cedric. Looks like we've got most everyone up here. Man is looking pretty good. I think we can go ahead and get a pull timer when our tanks are in position.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Good gloves.
Yep.
Hey.
Remember melee, tap if you're going in, helps out. Practice, are you spinning?
Watch thread. I got that debuff.
Square is nature.
Spig, what are you doing?
I think triangle might be shadow.
Maybe. And I'm not going to cast any shadow spells on it.
Practice is
Practice
dead.
is
When
down.
you're tanking
L
the
and L,
raid.
just grab it, please, and take it over.
Next is 5.
Don't run it into the group if you got it.
Yeah, please actively run it out of the group. Thank you, Maddie.
Square is nature.
Madness
Body's
dead.
down.
Can we get the L and L on it? Just drag it over the side. Make sure we got healers on L and L, please. They're half health. They're dying. Okay, cool. Let's try to get triangle finished off so that Tat can help one of the other ones.
Bring it over more element. Oh, good.
Tat, if you want to grab square real quick.
Did Esper just say tank issue?
Yep.
No, for sure.
Is it a Canadian holiday today or something?
It was like 2 days ago.
I mean, that seems like a paladin issue, Spig, not a tank issue.
There's a Venn diagram that includes both of those things.
No, I'm sure Espig stunning healers has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Square is nature.
Who has nature?
Yeah. Practice did die before it got loose. I don't know if it was like a range issue with the heals or...
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, what I was saying was practice died after Espig pulled.
Oh, I see. They pulled
Stunned the
triangle
healers.
into the... Yeah.
Yeah, stun the healers and practice died.
All right, so
as part of
Spig is in charge of repair bills. I got you.
I need 100 goals big.
That is the dissection of what happened there.
Crane, did you get sand already?
I didn't. Drew said he sent it to you.
Oh. I hope he didn't send it to Zeteza.
Oh shit! Double purple.
I'm gonna check Zeteza. Wow. Because I don't have it on Snosa.
Those are the boots I use here. Right.
Oh, yep, that'd be it. Don't worry, everyone, I found the sand. Now I just have to wait for it to actually get here. Cro-Mag. Barrington, you are going to be our off-tank for Cro-Mag. You may be needed, you may not be needed. Do you know what you need to do, or you want me to give you a quick once-over? Okay, cool. Basically, you're going to pretend you're a DPS. You're going to DPS the boss, and then whenever there's going to be a breath coming out, you're going to hide in the cubby here. That's what you're going to do. The only time that changes is if we find out one of the breaths is time wipe. And then it doesn't even really change. Basically, what happens if it's time wipe is you should be second on threat. So whenever you go to hide, you will not get hit by the time wipe, and the boss will aggro onto you. And all you'll have to do is reposition the boss so that it is where Tat was tanking it before. If there's no time warp, then you're just DPSing basically, and you can shift out and start decursing. So wait till the second breath to figure out what we've got. If there's no stun breath, then just decurse. If there is one, then just DPS and switch over to tank as needed. The important thing for everyone else in this fight, if you have the ability to dispel something, whether that be a disease, a magic, a curse, anything, that is your number one priority over everything else. Please make sure people are getting dispelled. Those debuffs cannot stay out long. They have a bunch of effects, but worstly, they will transform someone into a dragon if they get all of them. If you are a healer, a hunter, or a tank, come and see Snosa, and I'll give you some sand.
I'll still do sands. Can you just trade them to me?
Oh, sure. Never mind. Don't come see Snosa. Snosa doesn't like you.
Sorry,
heard
who
it
we
here.
talked to send?
Circle. Similar to the dragons that we've been fighting, Cro-Magus frequently switches between weakness phases. DPS, we will want to find those weaknesses and utilize them to our advantage. However, please make sure you are watching your threat. If we get like a shadow weakness very early on where the tank doesn't have very much threat, we do not want to pull off of them. That is the worst thing you can do. Hunters, you still will abide by your same trank rotation. Whenever Cro-Mag enrages, you'll fire your trank and everything will be good. That's why you're getting sand. Thank you, Coil, for reposting it. At 20% or 30%, Cro-Magus enrages, gets real angry. We want to kill him ASAP. That's all there is to it.
Also, I'm giving everyone 10 sands. That doesn't mean I expect you to use 10 sands. In fact, I expect you to not use 10 sands. It's just for me to track easier.
She's real strict too, y'all. She was
Yeah,
saying.
I will yell at you if you use a bunch of sands. And be careful because you can spam them even when you don't have the debuff. So make sure you're only using one, and you don't always need to use it every single time you have the debuff.
Yep. If you need sand, if you're a healer, hunter, or a tank, go trade Circle, Kareni.
I believe the term is nipple.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Once you have your sand, please get into your position over here. If you are, most of the healers in range will be on star, and everyone else will basically be in that little cow cubby. Paladins, even for your retribution, please be spamming those dispels. I do look at logs on this, just because I am very scrutinous of the dispels.
Dispel parse is best parse. That's the one you want.
It's true. All right, I think restorative potion's good. If you got it, you can use it on yourself. It helps out a little bit. All right, it looks like everyone's in position. I take that as everyone is ready to go. I'm going to get a summon on Cat.
Lair, are you going to be in bear form for this?
Barrington should be in bear form. Yep. Can I get some clickers for this summon? Cat is going to use this to basically release the boss and then teleport back so he's in position. All right, everyone back into our position. Cat, whenever you are ready, mana looks good. You can run up, do a pull timer.
I'm going to be late on that pull timer.
That's okay. Everyone, remember, when I will call for the breaths when they are at 10 seconds. If you have a bronze debuff, the one that stuns you, you need to hide as soon as I call it. Start moving that way, because if you get chain stunned, you're going to get breathed on. If you don't have a bronze debuff, you can be a little bit greedy.
Make sure you're not above Barrington on threat. And yeah, don't pass me. I was going to say I'm in mitigation.
It's frost, watch out.
First breath, hide.
Go hide, quick.
All right, Frostburn. If you got hit by the breath, you weren't squeezed up against the wall enough, please make sure you're up against the wall.
Watch your threat. Frost burns a lot of minus threat.
Second breath, hide. A little bit late on calling that. My apologies, everyone. All right, we have no time warp, so Barrington, you are free to just cleanse and all that fun stuff. We are fire vulnerable at the moment. Hide for breath. We are shadow vulnerable. Hide for breath. Hide for breath. We are nature vulnerable. Hide for breath. Cro-Magus is going to be enraging soon. Healers, be ready for it. Hunters, be sharp on those tranks. We are fire vulnerable. Hide for breath. Hide for breath.
It's his vulnerability.
We don't know yet. We are arcane vulnerable. Hide for breath. And kill the boss. Arcane again to round it out. Great work, everyone.
Good work on the decurses, y'all.
Yeah. I didn't have a curse on me or any kind of debuff on me for very long.
I think Shaman Totem are just OP for that.
They're pretty good. We have, if for the groups they're in at least, yeah, to keep the poisons and diseases out.
And they say Paladins are OP.
I mean, they do have the best dispel in the game. It's just not automated. All right. Even you got your debuff, start moving up. Let's just get to Nefarian's room and hang out here for a bit. We will end up having a sacrifice to determine what mobs are on either side. But for now, let's wait till loot gets fully out, and then I'll have people log off. Yeah, I was going to do the same thing, Bacona.
Yeah, I know we do DKP, but I will pay any mage 500 gold for those shoulders. I really want those shoulders.
You cannot do that. That is against terms of service.
It is.
I know it is. I just really want the shoulders, so. Just saying.
I'll take any money. I mean, I'll take any money you want, man. But I'm not the loot master.
I'm just joking. But I really do want those shoulders for personal reasons. My friend had those shoulders.
Yeah, Peace Bloom DKP.
Rats.
Nice.
Loot is definitely harder with the bronze debuff.
Yeah,
I always eat a sand as soon as I'm done if I'm doing loot.
Oh.
I guess Howling could just
Troll.
bubble, but
Do arm mages all know where we had?
Yep.
Okay.
You could probably hit the loot master with that.
Oh, I can bubble it. I am so smart.
give Karenni your. I'll have you give Karenni your sand if you still have some remaining, so that she can determine if we're over or under on it. Don't try to give me your sand thinking that Karenni won't yell at you if you give it to me. You can't escape her wrath.
Yeah, you can't. I already saw 1-5, which is pushing it. That is pushing it.
All right, is that all the loot?
Nope, one last piece.
Okay. All right, the maid shoulders nobody wants.
I once. I'm rolling them.
Well, do you have DKP? Like, you could bid on them.
I just want them. How else can I say it, dude?
But
I just want them so bad.
Just raid long enough to have enough DKP to get them.
Yeah, it's usually not a lot.
I'm bidding it all. Just give me those fucking shoulders, dude.
Okay. For future reference, everyone starts with a 1, and you can bid that 1 DKP if you want. I'm going to take your lamenting in voice chat as your bid.
Um,
So Grat.
Wum has DKP. Like, you have DKP, man.
Does Wombology have DKP? Okay.
Yeah,
I do, I have
Wumbology
some.
has 6 DKP, so like rather than rolling, bid your DKP.
Yeah,
I'll do
just
whatever
whisper
it
me your bid.
Yeah, I'm bidding.
Whisper Corinne your bid. That's how it works. That's how the loop goes.
Just follow the loot system. That's all you gotta do.
Alright,
Oh,
Corinne.
the bar is
Corinne.
so low.
This is what real vanilla WoW feels like, dude. I want those
Smidgen?
fucking shoulders.
Smidgen, you can't write your bid in raid chat. It's a secret bid. You have to
true.
send it to Corinne.
I'm just going to roll.
I'm rolling.
I can't.
You're gonna yell at me if I do that.
Maddie.
I just sent Corinne. I just said roll. Hopefully he gives me the shoulders right now.
I don't want Corinne to yell at me.
I mean, that's fair. I don't want Crenny to. Maddie's rolling for the gold.
Me too.
Well, it looks like Maddie's the only roll.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh! Now everyone's going at it.
Jesus Christ!
Oh
right.
my god!
I'm the only one that can use it though.
Oh my god! I got the shoulders.
I started a 45-second pull timer. If you're not logged out by that 45
Let's
seconds, you're
go,
dying.
dude.
You're dying if you're not logged out.
Congrats,
we
dude.
slash camp or exit?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
just slash camp. I am going to activate the boss and determine what mobs are on what side.
Don't camp, just log out. You don't want to camp, it'll put you in the beginning of the instance.
I will tell everyone when that it's safe to log back in. So please stay logged out until I call for it.
Oh damn!
All right, we're starting.
Log
it.
out.
If you run towards a campfire and log out, you'll log out insta. If there's no campfire, then pray that you log out before the mobs get you. We have bronze on the left and blue on the right. I will tell you when it is safe to log in. Okay, everyone can log in. I'm going to start fixing up groups. As you log in, please check your bronze debuff if you have one and post in raid chat how long you have left on it. I'm seeing a lot of 4 minutes. Okay. Well, that tells me a lot. That's fine. It'll take us at least that long to get rebuffed and talk about the fight. No, normally we don't have people use the sand after Cro-Mag since we have to wait to organize the groups and talk about the fight anyway.
And it costs so much.
It's fine. It's your first time. I'm sure Karenni won't hurt you too badly. All right. Well, this should
Sorry,
be
what
easy.
was that?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
No, everyone gets, a first mistake. Don't let it happen again.
As you're getting logged back in, try to rebuff people through the sand stuns if you've got them. I am going to organize groups real quick.
Rogun, where did you die?
Hey, silver lining. If you die.
I really like the numbers I'm seeing. Great job, everyone that's traded me so far. Really enjoy seeing that. Those 8s, those 7s, that's a exactly kind of the range. Wow. I had 2 10s. I think my toss really worked.
Reigned by terror.
Okay, so I've got groups organized. I even moved the tanks and the healers, so everyone should just be able to go to the appropriate side. If you are in an odd numbered group, you are going to be going to the throne side. That is on our left-hand side here. If you are in an even numbered group, you are going to be going to the gate side. That is the right side. The first phase of this fight, we are going to be killing draconids. There are chromatic ones, and there are ones that are specific colors. The colors determine what kind of abilities they have and also their resistances. There are bronze, which are highly resistant to arcane damage, so we don't have any boomkins on the bronze side. And there are blues that are highly resistant to frost damage. That makes a lot more sense. So we don't have any mages on the blue side. While we are killing these draconids, we're going to want to make sure that we're keeping the tanks healed up, all that good stuff. We're getting them down quickly. Nefarian's going to pop around the room. He's going to shoot shadow bolts at people. It's going to hurt. He's going to mind control people. Mages, watch out for those mind controls and get polymorphs out on them, please. We do not have any mages on the gate side, so warlocks, be looking out for the targets to fear. Any CC that does not harm the target is what we want to see. If it is a melee that gets mind controlled, other melee, please stop AoEing. Do not hurt the person that is mind controlled. We do not want to accidentally kill them, as that leaves us a person down for the fight. After we have killed 40 of these mobs, Tat and Vicona and Nib. Tat, Vicona, Nib. You are all going to run up to the far side of the room to meet Nefarian. Thank you, Murad. I would totally forget.
I know.
You're going to run to meet Nefarian and pick him up. Nib will be there to curse. Vicona will be there for heals and fear ward. And once we have cleaned up our respective sides, we will join them with the proper for the second phase of the fight. Second phase of the fight, there are a lot of class calls. There's honestly too many to go over. There's only a couple that I'm going to note because they're particularly important. Druid class call. Druids are going to be forced into cat form, which means they can no longer decurse. If that happens, the mages are going to have to move up from their hiding spot to help decurse the tank. That's the main mechanic for that. Warrior call. The warriors are going to start taking increased damage. They're going to be forced into Berserker and take increased damage from it, so we need more heals on our tank, which is going to be tapped. And finally, Priest Call. If Priest Call comes out, all your direct heals hurt. You can still use Renews, you can still use Bubbles, but if you start putting direct heals on the tank, it's going to put a stacking debuff on them, so Priest, at that point, you're going to want to switch over to Renews and Shields, and the other healers are going to have to pick up the slack. Other than that, I'll call out mechanics for the other ones and what to do as they come up because they're important, but not as much. We're going to DPS the boss till he's down to 20%, and once Nefarian is down to 20%, the skeletons are going to come out from where we killed all those draconids. And who did I assign for this? Let's look. Oh, he's not here. That's fine. Maddie, do you have a lip?
I do.
Awesome. Maddie Natty is going to wait for the skeletons to run over and intercept them with an AoE taunt as well as a lip to stop themselves from dying. Once that AoE taunt has gone out, all the ranged AoE, everything you got, Strathholm, Holy Water, Sapper Charges, every AoE you got, we're going to take those skeletons down, and then we're going to kill the boss. And that's it. Just a reminder, for the first phase, we are going to have the odd groups on the throne side and the even groups on the gate side. Start moving over that direction, and if you, Randy, I cannot repeat that speech, but you can follow your appropriate side, and I believe in you. Looks like we need wisdom, blessing of wisdom. Can confirm. I also need wisdom.
Sorry. I'm doing it.
Gosh, Granny.
I know.
Here, Karenny, I'll give you a consolation prize soulstone.
Yeah, so before we start, should mages be CCing in this first part or just AoEing?
No AoE needed on the first part. Only the only 20 when the boss goes to 20%, we get to the skeletons. Do you need to AoE?
Okay.
In the first part, you can mind control the you can CC the mind controls.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Smidgen a moon, just so the mages have a POI there. Okay, awesome. Once everyone looks like they're on their sides, checking my sides.
Which dragonkin do we kill first?
Melee focus the chromatic ones. Casters focus the ones either blue or bronze, depending on what side you're on. All right, go ahead and make sure you're on the correct side. Where's Tat? Did I lose him?
No, I'm on the wrong side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused. Kathy, where are you at? And Drogon is on the gate side. Where's Drogon? Over there. Drogon, come over to the other side. You gotta come to the gate. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna change out Sedri for Sedri, and I'm gonna move Sedri into. Let's put Sedri right here. If I'm moving you around right now, don't change sides. I'm just moving for group comp. Okay, cool. We got everyone on our sides. We should have at least 4 healers on each side, so hopefully they will be good. We can go ahead and pull the boss. Who we got over there, Smidgen? Smidgen, do a pull timer for us. Oh, you can't. I'll do a pull timer. Pull the boss in 15. Whenever we get to about 37 or 38 of the Draconids killed, Tat, Vakona, and Nib are going to go meet Nefarian.
How many dragons killed, you said?
About 37, 38.
Cool.
All right, we're starting.
Bad shook. I told him his mama was fat.
Wow. If your side seems like it's getting overwhelmed, just put something in chat or, speak calmly in voice, and we can rotate some people if needed. We're looking good on the gate side so far, and I don't see anything getting out.
Second.
Victor's over here blasting us.
Getting a fear on sniping. I like the random flare.
Let them come out. Careful not to LOS the healers.
Yep, don't go too deep into your hole. Alright, Tat, you can start moving.
Thanks for the reminder. I probably would have forgot.
All good. DPS and remaining tanks do not leave your side until you have fully cleaned up your drakes.
I just heard Rograg say he didn't eat any sand on their Chromag.
For any healers with that? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yep. All right, everyone into position.
I think the class call.
Yep.
I'm missing a mage.
Wumbo, you need to be over where Moon is, please. Rogues, vanish and run.
Class call.
Paladins, melee, just kind of back off and chill. Only spellcasters can do damage right now. Casters, watch your threat. Tat can't really generate a lot right now.
Did Bop again?
I think it
was.
That's it.
This has happened several times where we've gotten like 4 or 5 bops in one fight, and it's actually miserable.
Move.
Oh.
Druids, mages, move up to decurse, please. Mages, you may retreat. Warriors, big heals on the tank. Warlocks, everyone kill these infernals. Good job. Warlocks, kill the Infernals again. Everyone slow DPS on the boss. We're coming up on 20%. We want to make sure we have a good call for that. Get these Infernals down, then chill on DPS. No dots, no shadow bolts, no frost bolts, etc., etc. No DPS on the boss. Mages, that's fine, push that. We don't need the mages for it. We got a lot of other AoE.
Bruh.
Just me?
Alright.
No for the mages.
Let Maddie get the bobs and AoE taunt them before you start AoEing. Great work. And now it's just a slow and steady race to the finish line here. Shamans, everyone kill the shaman totems, please. especially the Wind Fury ones. Keep killing those totems. They're going to keep popping up. All right. Yeah, Neff can.
Still totems? There's still totems up?
I just killed the boss. He's got 1%. Deal with the Infernos after. Good job, everyone. Very clean run. I'm happy with all of our new people learning some new skills and things of that nature.